You ever just have one of those days where you think you're gonna start on a project and, maybe do a couple upgrades and maybe make something run better than it was when it started, but you're starting with fixing an issue of something that doesn't run. Today was one of those days where one of my best buddies came over. This is his Ruckus, and it does run. It did ride here from nearly a mile away, and it could probably have ridden home, but it's not where we want it. And same with this thing. I had last time that I made a bit of effort on it. I cleaned up the carb, cleaned up the jets, put some somewhat clean fuel on top of the old dirty fuel that was in it, and I got running and idling to where it was literally, I turned the key and I pushed the button and it fired right up, and I was like, whoa, magic, okay. He's got to ride a little bit, shake the dirt out of it, and it'll run. That wasn't the case. I got my good buddy Armando's bike, one of the original Den Mob members. Not having any luck with this one either. So I've got all three of these bikes, all having just the worst issues. They all kind of run. This one does not run in any form or fashion right now. It should. This one runs and will go 30 kilometers per hour based on the kph speedometer, but it just kind of sputters and just will not rev up. Derek's bike is doing the same thing. I was really hoping to be putting some cute camouflage radiator hoses on this guy today and just kind of upgrading it, and I was hoping to hook up the blinkers that are wires just hanging down. I was hoping to put on a new flasher relay and make the rear turn signals and everything, just get this one running as a good loader bike for the upcoming weekend. That's a scooter rally coming up. Was hoping to have some time to fiddle with this one. Did not. This bike runs but has no front brake, so I was hoping to just spend 15-20 minutes getting that front brake rebled to where it would work. And then I thought about having some time to just put on a new, more, I don't know, something different, just to change up the taillight just for funsies. But these motherfuckers are just fighting us today. So at this point, we've called it quits. I'm gonna clean up and kind of put everything away so I can pull my car back in here at the end of the night. It's only 4 o'clock or so. But just one of those days when you're modifying scooters and everything has to be custom and fun rather than just stock and original and reliable. Some days you have days like today. Whether you're working on your Honda Navi, I've got a lot of stuff covered up for dust right now. My other Navi over there, my 3 Metropolitans. But sometimes you have days like today where things do not go as planned, where you spend 0 time riding for fun. You spend all of the time that you're actually riding just praying that the bike keeps running long enough to get back to the garage to keep working on it. And that's the way it goes. Not everything is fucking sunshine and puppy dogs every day. Someday you end up with gas cans and WD-40 and starter fluid and brake cleaner and rags and jet kits and flashlights and guitar string to clean jets and spare carburetors that are fucking junk and replacing fuel pumps and fuel pumps and fuel pumps and having to remove floorboards and body panels and riding around with bikes partially put together. This is tuning scooters and bikes and motorcycles, whether they're Navis, Ruckuses, Metropolitans, 2-stroke, whether it's your CBR 600RR that's collecting dust. This is the process. If you want to own a cool custom bike and you want to modify things, sometimes you have bad days. Sometimes multiple bikes have bad days. Keep going. Tomorrow's going to be better. Sometimes it is the weather. Sometimes you had the kill switch flipped the whole time. Sometimes it's a dead battery. Sometimes it's something simple that you missed, and you'll get it the next time. Sometimes two very experienced guys with probably, between the two of us, probably 3 decades worth of experience. Sometimes shit still hits the fan and nothing runs. It'll run next time. We're not giving up. I appreciate all you followers, all you watchers, subscribers, all you guys that disagree with my opinions on these things. That's fine. Let me know. Let's argue online and keep it civil. You know, there's no name calling. You can disagree. You can tell me that, you know, I'm wrong, that something else worked for you. We're at different altitudes. Maybe we've got different parts, different mileage. It's always gonna be different. I like the conversation. I like the arguments. I like the fact that some people are actually cutting their bikes up and figuring things out on their own. And I like when people prove me wrong, because sometimes that really helps me out to tell me something new, something I was too stubborn to figure out on my own. But this is what I do on my days off. This is why my Navi, I spent more money on it than the Navi cost, because I like modifying it more than I like, not necessarily more than I like riding it, but I don't like anything stock. Everything must be modified with my Navi motor that's gonna go under a ruckus at some point. But I've been busy with everything else. Thanks for watching this far. I know I've been rambling. I talk too much. That's why I don't show my face, because it's more about the bikes, and I already talk too much. You don't need to see me. But thanks for following. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for liking. Thanks for disliking. Thanks for sharing.